Thank you, JD. Hello, everyone. I'm John Bachman. A warning now to American troops and their families: be on guard. The Army's Threat Interrogation Center says continued rhetoric. Integration Center, I should say, says continued rhetoric from ISIS through social media raises the possibility of an attack against American bases at home or abroad. The report also urges members of the military and their families to be wary about what they post online amid fears that terrorists could use that information to track them. Australia is now joining the air fight against ISIS.
Today, Cabinet has authorised Australian airstrikes in Iraq at the request of the Iraqi government and in support of the Iraqi government.
Prime Minister Tony Abbott there. Australia has several F-18s already stationed in the Mideast. Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel says the coalition against ISIS is now over 36 countries.
All 40 nations will be participating in some way. This, as I have noted again, is not easy. It is difficult.
But as predicted, the latest airstrikes are forcing changes in the way ISIS operates. There are reports that Islamic State militants stopped using convoys, and they're even telling their fighters to stay away from social media so they don't give away their location. Family members of the man in the Dallas hospital with Ebola have been quarantined in their home, and apparently they're not happy about it. An armed guard has been posted outside the apartment where Thomas Eric Duncan stayed for a couple of days after family members tried to leave. They say their home hasn't been decontaminated yet, and they don't know what to do with the sheets and the towels that Duncan used. Duncan could face criminal charges back in Liberia. Officials say that he apparently lied on that airport questionnaire when he said he didn't have any contact with Ebola patients before flying here to the United States. And a promise from the president to take executive action on immigration reform.
Because the moment I act, and it will be taking place between the November elections and the end of the year, opponents of reform will roll out the same old scare tactics.
Well, speaking to the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, the president blamed Republicans on Capitol Hill for stalling out immigration reform. Well, how do you think Joe Biden really feels about being the vice president? Here he is at Harvard. Take a listen.
Isn't it a bitch? I mean, excuse me. Vice president thing? Whoa.
Well, Biden then went on to say he was joking several times, just to be clear. But that's just vintage Joe Biden there for you. We'll have another update coming up for you in about 30 minutes. I'm John Bachman. Now send it back to JD Hayworth in America's Forum.